Cadillac dealt with a whirlwind of criticism after they put out a casting call for a new commercial, and they specifically looked for members of the alt-right. Now, the casting call had the subject line that read alt-right, and then in parentheses, neo-Nazi, and then specified that it was a SAG-AFTRA job, principal, male, female, all ethnicities, 20 to 40. Okay.
Neo-Nazis of all ethnicities are welcome.
Yeah. I love how they also included that they wanted real alt-right thinkers. Now, this is kind of weird, right? You're talking about a car commercial, and then you're talking about the bottom of the barrel in the country. Why do you want them to be part of your commercial? Now, the listing explained that the commercial would feature people from all walks of life in America and that they'd be standing together as a union. The listing went on to say that this is not meant to be offensive in any way, just a representation of all sides. Now, they got a lot of heat for this. Apparently, Cadillac has hired a third-party ad agency to kind of help them with their ads, which a lot of companies do. And they did not sign off on it, and they apologized, and it was taken down. But the damage was done. So let's have a conversation before I get to the responses and everything.
So I'm going to do a strange defense here. So the alt-right, otherwise known as white supremacists, are part of the country. And they're the part of the country that won a presidential election. Now, am I saying that the majority of Trump voters were white supremacists? No. But they were on the winning side, and they were a vocal part of the media on that side. And so if Cadillac wanted to represent the whole country, they would have the white supremacists in there too.
When was the last time, I could be wrong, I'm not an expert on car commercials, when was the last time a car commercial delved into the political ideology of Americans? It's a fucking car, right? So you want to sell a Cadillac, why do you need to get into what the alt-right thinks? And besides which, the alt-right, I don't even think, okay, I hate saying alt-right, neo-Nazis, I don't think represent a sizable chunk of this country. I think that it's a fringe community that has been given a voice because of the outlandish things that they say, and the media loves to cover it. I think that's what the reality is.
I know, but one of their principal guys, the one who helped do a lot of their propaganda, was the guy who ran Breitbart, Steve Bannon, who is now the chief strategist for the president-elect of the United States of America. So they were sizable enough to gain some degree of power. So
here's what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't reward them by giving them a voice in a car commercial.
And Cadillac did not. So they wound up firing the person, right?
Yes. So Cadillac, as I mentioned, says that they hired a third party, the Cas station, in order to work with them on their ads. So they basically called them out. Cadillac released a statement that said the following: they did not authorize or approve a casting notice for an alt-right or neo-Nazi role in a commercial. We unequivocally condemn the notice and are seeking immediate answers from our creative agency, production company, and any casting companies involved. Now, the Cas station did also release a statement, and they said that the employee who was immediately terminated for her actions. Additionally, an outside third party further altered the breakdown without our knowledge and posted it on social media. Cadillac, again, unequivocally did not authorize this notice or anything like it, and we apologize to Cadillac for the ex-employee's actions.
Okay, now, let me be super clear. I'm not saying they should have had a neo-Nazi in that. Hell no. But what I'm pointing out is this really interesting situation we find ourselves in, where some portion of these white supremacists have gained some significant power in the country. But yet they are so despised overall that even the idea of them appearing in one ad for one car gets people fired. Like, that is so outrageous that you cannot even have put one of them in a single commercial.
Because
yet their ringleader is the chief strategist for the president-elect.
Yeah. We have elected the top troll, the top Twitter troll in the country, and he is now choosing advisors and cabinet members who are also trolls and, members of the corporate world. So this is the bed that we made for ourselves. This is the bed we sleep in. It is what it is. But we certainly don't reward members of, this group in commercials like this. I'm glad that there was outrage. I'm glad that there was backlash, and that's the way that it should be handled.
Right, but this is not just a problem for Cadillac, it's a problem for the country. There's so much you get with Young Turks membership. You get the full 2-hour show of the Young Turks every single day. It's commercial free. You get Aggressive Progressives. You get all the other network shows that we put together. What else? Post games, right? And other things. And hugs and kisses and rainbows. You know what?
Somebody go get a six-pack.
And let's all enjoy membership together. tytnetwork.com/join.